Good evening, good evening, good evening, everybody. Is it, did I make this public? I thought I made this public. Let me make sure I made it public. Let me make sure I made it public. Your videos, um, live. Why does it say schedule? Schedule. Okay, it say public. Okay. I'm like, wait a minute, I could have swore I made this public. So yes, it is public. Uh Jalapas for being late. Is there anybody in here? I don't see anyone in here. It says public. Okay, let's just get it, man. Let's just get it. Okay, here to learn and sharing here. Okay, everything working good. Hey, all I need is one. Let's get to it, man. I thought I didn't make it public, but I guess so. Running a little late and people forget about you. Running a little late and people forget about you. Yes, I'm live. Okay. Good evening, everybody. It just. What's up, Doc? It just popped up. Okay. I did it. I was out and about with a lot going on, man. Anyway, good evening. If this is your first time tuning in to Tim's Tidbits, please allow me to say welcome. If it's not your first time tuning in to Tim's Tidbits, I still want to say welcome. But I want to give you a nice hearty, well, thank you for always tuning in to Tim's Tidbit, hanging out with moi. My homeboy back here, Spidey, my sweetie over there in the corner. If you don't know who I am, my name is Timothy Lee Rogers Sr. I get on Al Gore's internet every single day. Twice a day, Monday through Friday, that is. Once at 9 a.m. Eastern Time and once at 6:30 p.m. Eastern Time to talk about the price action. If you do not know, I am primarily a futures trader. I can say that now. I'm primarily a futures trader. I still trade options, but I'm not primarily an options trader anymore. I primarily trade futures, right? So I get on here and talk about the price action to help somebody like you get your aha moment when it comes to trade investing. It's all things stock market. Because understand the price action is the most important tool that you can keep in your back utility belt to pull it out at a moment's notice to decide when you want to enter, when you want to exit, or when you want to hold. You got to know when to hold them, know when to fold them. Reading the price action is gonna help you learn to do that. Shout out the homie Father Legends. Father Legends say, look here, man. I'm seeing this thing on all time frames, hourly time frames, minute time frames. He hit me up today and said, I'm seeing this thing on all time frames. You feel me? And I immediately reached out and said, it just clicked for someone. In my SpongeBob voice. I said, it just clicked for someone. Come here, Sponge Bizzle. Yep. What are you doing over there, Sponge Bizzle? Right there. This is what I said right here. I said, it just clicked for someone. Y'all know I ain't got good sense, man. Hey, man, let's go ahead and get into it, man. We gonna get into it. We talk about the price action, y'all. Oh, let me see who up in here. There's a few people in here. I jollipies for being late, but the adventures of Super Dad don't stop. What's up, here to learn and share? What's going on, Doc? What's going on, Tyrone? I think you better call Tyrone. What's up, Father of Legends? It just clicked for someone. What's up, Casey? What's going on, Laver? What's going on, Trinisha? What's going on, Power Moves? Yes, sir. Celebrate good time. Come on. Let's celebrate. Hey, let's talk about the price action. Today was a pretty good day. I will say this afternoon I got a tad bit frustrated because the market left me at the bus stop right around here. And I sat here in tears and watched this fall from grace. What this fall from grace. Look how it just so majestically fell from grace. I watched that. I watched that just it just was I cried a little bit. I cried a thug tear. Let's find 9:30. Hold on, before we find 9:30. Let's squanch this down. Put this over here on daily candles. And I'd like to draw your attention to the far side of the screen. That's over there. Right over here in this dark shaded area. You see I'm hovering my mouse on a ticker symbol that says SPY. The SPY is the ETF that tracks the performance of the SP 500. But around here, I like to call it Spyleen. He even wrote a song for it. Want to hear it? If you know the lyrics, sing along with me. If you don't know the lyrics, ooh, be prepared to be entertained. Sing it with me now on the count of 3. 1, 2, 3. Sing it with me. Spyleen, where you at, baby? Here I go. Hey, how you doing? I'm glad that you came through. Oh, Spyleen, girl, what you done do? Spyleen came down. We gapped down, right? We gapped down to a big gap down because yesterday we closed all the way up par at 41414. All the way up par at 41414. Then we gapped down and opened up all the way down par at 41121. Right? 41121. Right? Sometime throughout the day, we came all the way up par to 41370. Sometime throughout the day, we came all the way down par to 41027. And we closed out the day at 41188. That's what we closed out the day on Spyleen. What has Spyleen done? Spyleen has come up above this buy-side liquidity high from April the 4th, right? And then we finally stopped going up on April the 18th, coming above this buy-side liquidity high from February 14th. And we've had a pull back. We have pulled all the way back into this mitigation block right here, comprised of the March 31st and April 3rd daily candles. And we have closed again at 41188. That is what the Spyleen has done over the span of time. Now, let's jump over here to the ES and break down the price action recap Baruni. Let's just go all the way down to 5-minute candles. 5-minute candles. And we will, did we get everything? Yep, we got everything. Let's mark out our 9:30. I'll go one candle before so we can see the whole candle. mark out our 4 o'clock. All right. So from this green candle right, let me move my crosshairs. From this green candle right here at 9:30 over to this green candle right here at 3:55. These are 5-minute candles, 5-minute intervals. This is our price action for the day. Now, let's go into it and see what we've done today, Bob. For those who don't know, let's squanch it up a little bit. For those who don't know what the on the screen is, we have our external buy side liquidity high all the way up at 41.9825. Our external buy sell side liquidity high down here at 41. Wait a minute, what is that? I got too many things on here. 41.48. Then we had a couple internal sell sides, one at 41.6525, one at 41.5050. This black line here, that says range equilibrium. That's right. That range equilibrium is 41.5650. That's coming from I think we used the hourly high in the 15-minute high, which was right around there. Let me check it and see. Let's go up to the hourly candle so I can tell you the truth. So I can tell you the truth. Okay. Okay, so we used. Oh, I didn't. I might have had to go lower. Yes, I did. Might have had to go lower. Might have had to go lower. Trying to find out which high we used. Might have did it on the 15-minute. Might have did it on the 15-minute. It's one of those ranges that we used. Trying to find the range we used. Because that's the low. That's the low, 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 low. That's the low. 41, 56.50. Yes, right there. That 15-minute low right there. I mean, that 15-minute high. That 15-minute high right there at 2:45 a.m. That's the range that we used. I did it on the 15-minute. After this balance price range there, we used that high after leaving there. That's what that range is there. And then though not the last, but this next black line coming up, that is the opening range gap consequent encroachment from 4 o'clock p.m. yesterday to 9:30 a.m. today. That's the consequent encroachment of the opening range gap. This SIBI right here, that was the first SIBI that we created after opening up yesterday that we had marked out on there from this morning. The purple rectangle, that's the new week opening gap. The gray rectangle inside the purple is the new date opening gap from last night. And then we had one SIBI way up in the top that we did not expect to get to, but we had it there in case we broke through the new week opening gap. That was going to be an upside target to shoot for before the buy side liquidity time. So now that all of that's said, once we opened up at 9:30, right? We was consolidating right at the sell side at 41.48. We were consolidating at the sell side at 41.48. Then we quickly moved up to the range equilibrium, right? Quickly moved up to the range equilibrium. Shout out Father Legends. This morning we were doing I did an impromptu live session. impromptu tape reading session with the Black Spiders. I had a special guest that I invited, but they did not show up. So they probably would never be invited again, because I had to do some extra stuff just to make it available so that I can invite them. Had to do it a total different way. And then they didn't show up. They blew me off. Not going to call any names. So then, because we came up here to the equilibrium, if you notice right here, there's a Bissy right there. I did not trust that Bissy for going long, right? And the reason why I didn't trust that Bissy for going long is because we was having like heavy divergence, and the Dow was super weak. It was super duper weak. The dollar wasn't giving me anything concrete. So I was like, if this goes up, it has to go without me. Shout out Father Legends. He said, hey, I'm going in. I'm trusting the order block. See, I've been working on trusting these order blocks. I'm trusting the order block. I'm going in. And as you see, it paid dividends. The trade paid dividends. I said, okay, that's cool. It can go without me. I ain't mad. I ain't mad at it going without me. Right? I ain't mad at it going without me. So then we got up to the consequent encroachment of the opening range gap. Right? Then we pulled back down into this. We got a volume imbalance there. We got a fair value gap there, and we got a mitigation block right here. Right? Pulled back into it, wicked up off of it, pulled back into it one more time to solidify the deal. Pushed up here between 11 and 12. Between 11 and 12, a little quick look fake me out. A little, hey, come get your head bust in. Quick little fake me out here. Came back down, set like some relative equal lows. That's the old 52 fake out there. And then we took off. Nothing could stop us. We all the way up. Pushed all the way up to the SIBI from last night and came up and right there at the new week opening gap. Just came right to, I think this 150 candle may have touched it. 41, 71, 75. Yes, it did. That 150 candle did come up and actually touch it. And then after that, nothing could stop me. We all the way down. Right? We all the way down. Right? And it was in this area over here that I got left at the bus stop. And then once we came all the way down, kind of consolidated at the sell side once again. Then we pushed down a little bit further into the sell side. And then at 350, we took off and came all the way back up into this SIBI right at the breaking market structure. Right, came back into the SIBI at the breaking market structure, and that's where we closed the day out right at equilibrium. Notice right there, we closed right at the range equilibrium. Closed the day out right at equilibrium. So we kind of hung around equilibrium for a while, went above it, went below it, came back to it at the end of the day. Right around the range that the dealing range that we were watching, the dealing range we was playing in. We kind of just tested that back and forth, right? Now, let's go in and look at, we only 20 minutes in. Let's go in and look at this area right over here. Let's look at this fractal of price, and let's break down what a going zone right up in here. So, looking at this little fractal of price right there, this morning, I was watching it on the 5 minute. I was watching it on the 5 minute. Right? But now I want to go in and drop down and look at it on the 1 minute to see what it looked like, what it looked like. Okay. All right, let's go look at that little piece of price right there on the 1 minute. And let's break down what it looked like. Again, like I say, shout out Father Legends. was talking about that fair value gap and that order block right there. Right, we had a fair value gap in our order block. Also had a mitigation block over here. But like I said, I didn't trust that fair value gap because of divergence. Let's go in and break it down on the 1 minute to see what it looked like, or what it looked like, or what it looked like on the 1 minute. On the 1 minute. Trying to get it so that y'all can see these candles good. Okay. Yeah, that's good. For all the people that watch on their phone, I'm trying to make this little fractal of price big. Okay, so on the 1 minute, we're consolidating. Got a little consolidation there for a while, right? Then here we go at 9:30. We open up, immediately take out this sell side liquidity right there. Immediately, right? We immediately take out the sell side. Nice reaction off of it, right? Then we take off, pang-ow, right? Take off, pang-ow. Taking out the buy side liquidity right there. Right there. Taking out the buy side liquidity right there off of a nice little pang-ow, right? So now we have, oh, we got a lot of goings on there. We got a lot of goings on the 1 minute. We got a lot of goings on the 1 minute. We got a lot of goings on the 1 minute. On the 1 minute. On the 1 minute. Bullish breaker on the 1 minute. I don't have a 1 minute, so we're going to just pick 1 hour. And that's going to be fine. Bullish breaker on the 1 minute. On the bottom, put it to the left, set it off, I suggest. Got a breaker there. Come down. Oh, wait a minute. Oh, got a newer breaker. Oh, we got a newer breaker. Oh, we got a newer breaker on the 1 minute. On the 1 minute. Ooh, we got a breaker a little lower than that. So we got a breaker there. We got a breaker there. And we got another breaker there. We got breaker after breaker after breaker. These breakers here are all, this first breaker there has a high. That's a little higher than that breaker there, but they're in the same spot. So if you want to use this one here, because it has a higher body, it has a higher body closure right there. And this is just a little small body there. You very well can use that one because it's all in the same set of consolidation, right? And this one is closer to the end. This is the breaker that started that run, right? Because this over here, it just consolidated, right? So that breaker right there is like a stretch, even though it is a breaker, because this run just consolidated, boop, boop, consolidate. But this run here, boop, boop, pang, so there's the breaker right there. We're going to use that breaker right there. Okay, so we got a breaker 19. We have a fair value gap right there. Fair value, we got a Bissy, 1 minute. All right, we got a 1 minute. Let's change these colors a little bit so that it don't look like everything is the same. There you go. Okay. Now, so on the 1 minute, this is a beautiful setup on the 1 minute. But again, when I was looking at the 5 minute, it didn't give me what I wanted to see as far as like with the divergence. So I didn't take it. Shout out Father Legends for trusting the order block. on the 5. Let's go back to the 5 minute with the 1 minute stuff annotated and see what it looks like. What it looks like, or what it looked like. Okay, so looking at it on the 5 minute with the 1 minute information annotated, right? Looking at it on the 5 minute with the 1 minute information annotated, right? That's what it looks like on the 5 minute with 1 minute annotated. This is the order block, the 5 minute order block. So inside that 5 minute order block, we had a 1 minute breaker and a 1 minute fair value gap. Right after we had the and you see here we had the breaking market structure also on the 5 minute. Now we traded back down into the breaker, went over the fair value gap, got into the breaker, wick back up, came back down again, wick back up. The bodies of the candles was totally respecting this fair value gap on the 5 minute right there. You see the clean bodies right at the high of that fair value gap. If I put my crosshairs on there, you'll be able to see it right here. The clean bodies right across the high of that fair value gap, totally respecting that fair value gap right there. I can honestly say I completely missed this because I was so focused on not trusting the divergence. I did not realize that this 950 candle, the body of this 955 candle, and then ultimately the body of the 10 o'clock candle and the body of the 10:05 candle all paid great respect to this fair value gap right here that was created by the 930 candle. I totally overlooked that, how the bodies was just totally respecting that fair value gap. Yep, that was a big clue this morning that the long was the right side of the trade. Missed it. And then, like I say, we took off, created a volume imbalance. That's always great with momentum. When you take off like that, then the next candle open up and you keep shooting up, creating a volume imbalance. That's always a good signal. See, when we traded back down, hit that volume imbalance, came into this fair value gap, rejected up off of it, came back down one more time, testing that fair value gap. Let's go down and look and see what we were testing on the lower time frame when we came down here to this low. I'm going to bring this back to here. I'm going to go see what we were touching on that lower time frame. We'll be at 28 minutes. All right, we're going to go ahead and wrap this up. And as you can see, when we came back down to it this time, we came back down into this order block right here. We got a nice, beefy, juicy, beefy order block right there. Right? Nice, humongous, beefy one. Right there, came back into it. Right at the open of the order block, stopped on a dime, rejected it. This candle right here came down into this 1 minute fair value gap and rejected off of it. Once we came back down the second time, when I was talking about on the higher time frame, came back into that order block right there. Today was an order block type day, I see. And then went up from there. And that was a walkthrough of that fractal of price right there. That was a walkthrough of that fractal of price because we had gone through the price action very simply. ATM method. What ATM method? What are you talking about, Doc? ATM method. Them puts was a win today. Apple and Tesla was down. So, Michelle Tucker, what's going on, Archie? What's up, FC? Get off my screen, Archie. What's up, FC? How your NT working? Working fine. Mine working fine. Most people with a combined PA platform today are still down. Okay. Mine working fine. I ain't had no issues. I use Ninja Trader and my my Apex account and my personal account, I ain't have no issues with Ninja Trader. I thought it was my computer acting crazy for a minute until I did my Google. What y'all use? Y'all use the online version of Ninja Trader? I use the desktop version of Ninja Trader. Y'all be using the online version, or y'all be using that Rhythmic software? I don't use that Rhythmic software for nothing. It's on my computer. I can log into that Rhythmic software, but I don't use it for nothing. It's just there because you got to have it on your computer for the Apex account. Rhythmic was down since 2:30. Oh yeah, mine was working fine. Mine was working fine. I ain't had no issues with mine. Mine was working fine. Hey, that's all I got, man. Do anybody got anything else? The platform, no Rhythmic was down. Oh, so like Ninja Trader wasn't talking to Rhythmic. I never open my Rhythmic. I open my Rhythmic up like every now and then because I got my Ninja Trader set to track the fees. So whatever I see in Ninja Trader is the same thing that being Rhythmic because it tracks it. Question: the 1 hour question on the 1 hour. The BSC and SIBI, is that an inverted fair value gap? Possibly. Did we trade through it? If we traded through it and came back and used it as support or resistance, then it's inverted. That's what the inverted fair value gap is. As far as that's the way I see it. If he means something else, I don't matter. It don't matter to me. Let me think what I think. It don't matter to me. Let me think what I think. You said on the 1 hour. Which one, man? Which SIBI and BSC? Which one? Which one? On the 1 hour. The BSC and SIBI. I see a BSC there. I see a SIBI there. I see a BSC there. I see a SIBI there. I see a SIBI there. I see a BSC there. I see which one? Yeah, Apex even got a message in their help desk section. Okay. Okay, I'm reloaded. Father Legends. Which one? Oh, 12. 12 and 2. 12 p.m. and 2 p.m. So this SIBI right here and that BSC right there, when you get this is my understanding of it. I'm not saying it's right. I'm not saying it's right because sometimes I tap out when ICT start calling stuff by a different name and I already know it by something else and he start calling it by a different name. I'll be like, hey, hush, Michael. Right. So, right. Let's go busy. Right here. Right. Right here. Right. Right here. Right. Right here. Right. Boop. So, the way I look at it, and don't quote me because this is just how I see it, right? You know how when I talk about when we're below a PD array, we anticipate it to be resistance, and if we're above a PD array, we anticipate it to be support, right? Now, if it's a BSC, right, and we're above it, right, we're anticipating it to be support. So that's just a BSC, right? If we get below it and we're anticipating that BSC to be resistance, that's my understanding of the inverted fair value gap. I may be wrong. Because like I say, when I see ICT calling stuff by names I'm not used to and I know it as something else, hush, Michael, hush. So if, like, the way I think about it is, if we're on the opposite side of what its job is, now it's inverted. Right? That's how I see it. But let's go find a video when he talks about it and verify it. Do you know a video when he talks about it? That's how I understand it, right? Because a bullish fair value gap is supposed to, like, keep price up. So if you invert it, it's a bullish fair value gap, but now we're expecting it to keep price down. So we're coming back up to it and we anticipating it to be resistance. So when I see him talking about the inverted fair value gaps, I'll just block him out and I'll be like, okay, we want it to be support instead of resistance, or resistance instead of support. That's the way that's the way I look at it. So these two right here with each other, the way you asked the question, you was like, you said so the like this and this together, those two together don't make it an inverted fair value gap, as far as I know. As far as I know, I don't think those two together, like a Bissy next to a Sibby, I don't think that make it a inverted fair value gap. When you got like a Bissy next to a Sibby right there, that's kind of like giving you a clue that this is probably a balanced price range, because we just like melting through. And as y'all see, when we came down on this hourly counter right here, how it just, if you was watching it, it was just like melting through. It was just melting through, because this price range right here was already balanced out, because we had did everything and then we left it and we came back to it. It just, it was just like diarrhea. I ain't even need to wipe. It just came out. Just cut through it. Yeah, that's the way I see it. I see it as like just the opposite. I see it as the opposite, but let's verify it. I don't even know a video when he talk about that. I don't even know a video when he talk about that. That's not even him. That's somebody else. That's somebody else talking. Let me see if this him. That's somebody else. Oh no, that's him talking. That's him talking.
And find a swing projection off of that. Actually, where sell side liquidity is for today. New low day expected. That fair value gap I just drew, it just tucked the low end of it, so it's essentially institutional order flow entry drill back into an old key level, 87.25. So it should be done now. That little spike up, clearing out that fair value gap into a bearish order block, which is the down close candle green. I'm sorry, the green candle at the red line that it just traded up to. So here's your new low of day and sell side liquidity, and a swing projection mapping out the distance of how far below that intraday low I expected to go to before reaching my target. Now I'll take a partial because it's non-farm payroll once it gets below the new low of day.
Did I miss? Did I skip it?
All of this is crouching above liquidity.
Did I
It
miss?
means it's ready to pounce. Gyrate sell side liquidity. It should snap down in there and grab it like it did there, and you can see it's the same account. New low of day. And I've been busy the last 2 days trying to push this short here. I'm going to aim for so I'm going to take another short here. I'm going to aim for a new low of day. And I've been busy the last 2 days trying to push this. So we're going to look for a target here. I'm going to wait for a correction, and then I'll measure that correction and find a swing projection off of that.
I didn't hear anything about it.
And that dotted line is essentially where sell side liquidity is for today. New low day expected. That fair value gap I just drew, it just tucked the low end of it. So
It never said anything.
So I'm gonna take another short here.
It never said. I don't know why it said that in there. It never even said that in there. I don't know. I'm tired of looking now. He never. I don't know why they had that on there. They done pissed me off now. What's up? What's that? Oh. 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 I'm gonna get two. Hey. Last time somebody got kicked off when I was eating my when I was eating my donuts. Somebody got kicked off. And see if we kick somebody off this time. I don't know. He didn't say it on there, but that's how I see it. If I'm wrong, let me think what I think. Do anybody got anything before I wrap it up? Man, I sure wish you'd have brought me some napkins, baby. You know them Krispy Kreme be flaky. Hey, look here. Is Robinson on here? Is Robinson on here? Hey, Robinson. Is Robinson on here? Go do a chat GTP about that. Hey, Father Legend. I'll see if I can find something on that later on. And I'll let you know. Hey, man. Thank you. Thank you. Anyway, we're going to go ahead and wrap it up. We're going to go ahead and wrap it up, y'all. I appreciate y'all for hanging out with me. Hopefully I shared something today that helped somebody. If I didn't, I'll try again next time. Shout out to everybody that have been getting aha moments. Shout out to everybody that's becoming more and more comfortable with reading the price section. You should be very proud of yourself. I know I am. I'm very proud of you. You should be proud of yourself. If you're not there yet, just keep doing it. Repetition is the mother of skill. Just keep doing it over and over and over. Right? Oh, he not on here. Again, I appreciate y'all. Thank y'all for tapping in. Shout out all of the channel members. Shout out everybody, all the subscribers. Shout out everybody pull up. If you're not subscribed, please subscribe. If you're not a channel member, that's totally unnecessary. You don't have to do that, but I appreciate it. If you're thinking about getting funded and using Apex, please use my link. That's a 50% off link. If they got a better coupon code, use that link and then change your coupon code to the better coupon to 80, 90%, whatever it is. And don't put off till tomorrow what you can say today. If your loved ones are still here, if your parents are still here, let them know that you love them today. Take advantage. Pick up the phone, call them, drive over to their house and see them if they live in the same city. You know what I'm saying? Don't just say it. Don't just show it, say it, show it, and confirm it when you expressing your love for them. Open up the lines of communication so that they can let you know how they need to receive that love, and vice versa. You can let them know. And then y'all can have y'all reciprocation effect, if you will. Because guess what? Somebody's tomorrow is not going to come one day. And you don't want to be that person that lives with that regret. Trust me, I know. Hug your spouse, hug your kids, hug your dog, hug your cat. You can even hug the gerbil, but kick the turtle. Hey, man, I appreciate y'all. I'll see y'all in the morning for the overnight price. Heck, she on. Gone, man.